Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon, Don.
You done?
So
Hello.
happy you guys are here.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Don.
Yes, sir.
I need to go to a meeting here rather shortly. So if we could look at mine first, that'd be
Sure.
appreciated.
Not a problem. Anybody else? Get over here. All right. Where are they?
You just went past it, Don. Go back down. It's the cherries on white, right there, with the green mint leaves.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
that's it.
All right. All right. All righty. Cool. Before we get going, though, hold on. But do I have any questions from anybody? Anybody have any questions? The new videos are up from last week. They're up on my channel. So if you have a link to my channel, they're there. I'll stick the links in the Facebook group as well. But they're up already. No questions? All right. So, all right, Lyle. So tell me about this thing. What's going on here?
Those are Italian cherries that are. I found this white ceramic egg carrier.
Okay.
And I thought that it would be just a neat little exercise in trying to bring out color.
Yeah. The white isolating the purple here and then the purple back there. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm going to show you one thing here, okay? Hang on. I'll show you one thing. Bring this over here. Hang with me, guys. There we go. And certainly wish they would make it. Oh, there it is. Here's what I want to do. You see that?
That's straight.
It's not straight, and it has to be. So look what happens when we make it straight. Now we're going to lose some of the edge, but look what happens. We're going to move this down. And we're going to come in here to edit, transform, rotate. Look what happens when we do make it straight. Just like that. And then I'm going to look how much more punch it has.
Yep.
See that?
I tried to straighten it up and vertically instead of horizontally.
Yep. Yep. And when you have a repeating pattern like this, that horizon edge and that lower edge, it's just so vital to get it to look that way. I love the little backlight coming. Do you have a brighter light? Let's go back to your image. I'm sorry, hang on. And for some reason, Zoom has decided that the place for my controls are on my other monitor, and it won't let me move them across monitor. That's good thinking on their part. Thanks, Zoom guys. So it looks a little brighter here. Do you have a spotlight or a grid spot or something on it?
I've got a strobe. It's in. You'll see the behind the scenes right there.
Okay.
I got a socked strobe shooting through a scrim.
Okay. And that's your little hotspot. So that's your little hotspot that I'm seeing there in the middle.
Yes.
Yes, I love this. I love this backlight. I would using that my favorite burning and dodge technique. I'm sure
Yeah.
tired of it by now. But I would use that and pull these leaves up just a little bit, accentuate that light in the middle. I think it's very cool.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I like the edge.
Yeah, I've found I didn't see this before, but with uh uh not Viveza.
Nick.
Yeah, with Nick Color Effects Pro.
Yeah.
They've got a border tool in there.
Yep. Yep. Can be really, really fun. All right. Thank you. Let's look at your shot here behind the scenes. You've got the light behind the scrim. And what camera, sir?
That's my D750. And the settings are in the description on the picture.
Okay. Very good. Yeah. Just don't let those horizontal lines mess you up.
Yeah, I was trying to get the vertical to go and I didn't think about the horizontal.
All righty. Very good.
Thanks, Don.
Thanks,
Bye,
sir.
everybody.
Is Derek here? Yes, he is. He is here.
I'm
Sorry.
here. Yeah.
I didn't mean to slight you there. You just sort of between the two screens there.
Yeah, no problem.
Right. All right. So this is that Loom Cube again?
Well, actually using both a 8200 above and then a Loom Cube bouncing off a white card behind it to give me some glow.
So how much does that Loom Cube cost?
I don't know, 80 bucks,
80 bucks.
90 bucks. Right.
20 bucks on Amazon.
Right.
Somebody said, see that Loom Cube? Make one of those. 20 bucks. It's great.
Does it now?
Bright as hell.
They're
I don't
bright.
have any color controls or anything like that, like you have on the Loom Cube. It's just on or off. But man, it really pumps in some fill. It's pretty darn nice.
It's pretty amazing. I use it a lot, and it's even got a Bluetooth controller, so you can control it up and down with your phone if you're away from it and
Cool.
shooting.
Very cool. This has got shoes on the Loop Cube have shoes on the side, so you can put I can put 3 more on this one.
No, just got the ways to screw it into a stand and that sort of thing.
Yeah, this one I can put 3 more of these.
And it's waterproof, so you can throw it in the water.
This one I'm sure for $20 is not waterproof. It's probably also not drop proof. Be very careful when you put it in the bag proof. I mean, all right. Anyway, I was jazzed about your light painting the other day. So
yeah,
this is just really, really stunning. The red is amazing.
Thank you. Love the pomegranate red. It was like, let's do some color. So threw it on a red cardboard and peeled that one that you saw the other day, peeled it and got the seeds out of it for this shot.
Now, did you gel your light, or is this just the light?
Just the light.
Okay.
Now it's soft. Like I say, I bounced the Loom Cube off the back, and I guess it's pretty hard because I'm using a snoot above. You'll see behind the scene.
Look at that.
So yeah, right there on it, shooting it 128 pretty low with a snoot. Then I bounced the Loom Cube off the card in the back to give it just a little bit of glow, and did shoot kind of a 4-second exposure. So I shot it with the 8200 to give it that pop on the top of the fruit, and then let it glow behind.
4 seconds to come from behind here.
Yes.
Put in. Yeah, because definitely getting a highlight on the top of it,
which I thought worked great for this thing.
Yeah, that's a really cool pomegranate shot, my friend.
Thank you.
And lens?
That's a 90mm 2.8 macro.
Okay.
Shot it f/22, just much as I could get.
Are you Nikon or Canon?
Sony.
Oh, so neither.
Yeah. Using Sony. I love them.
That's really good, man.
Thank you. All right.
Jennifer.
Yes, sir.
Is this Chef Boyardee?
No, but it does look a lot like it, doesn't it?
You're going to find out something about me that most people don't know. I'm Italian, and I love really good Mexican food. I also like Chef Boyardee ravioli. It tastes good. It's just fine. This is really cool. I love the fact that the soup is all spilled around the edges. It looks real. It looks fun, and the light coming in that one spot. That's really neat.
Thank you.
Very, very dark up here. Very dark. The blue and the red, perfect. Complementary colors. The only thing I would say, had I been there on the shoot with you, so I got to go all the way over to the other screen there to get this, is I would have said, let's do something to bring that spoon out a little bit more, not put a glare on it. I don't want this on it, a reflection. I don't want that. But I think you could probably go in Lightroom and just pull the lighter colors, bring that up so we can see that beautiful, whatever you call it, scrolling or whatever it is on the spoon.
It's probably just scratches, but yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, even the scratches maybe. The thing is, I don't want to lose it. We're losing it into the back. We just bring it up a little bit and not lose it. Really, really cool. And what are these?
They're these little like Italian aperitivi crackers from the grocery store. Little fennel flavored round disc. I wanted to have all the round stuff, so
yeah, it's very cool. I love the bowl, by the way. That's very cool. Yeah, this is cool. Letting it be stirred up in the sauce. There's nothing here to indicate that it's hot, and yet it does look hot to me. My brain says that's warm soup, and I don't. Is it warm or no?
No, it was pretty cold, and the mess was actually an accident. Like this is actually like just canned tomato sauce I watered down and some little meatballs and pasta I cooked up, and I put a lid in there so I didn't have to worry about everything sinking to the bottom. And I went to like turn the base and it sloshed around everywhere. So it messed up my nice concentric circles that were there, but it still worked, and I didn't want to start over with a clean bowl. So
Excellent. That's cool. It's fun. It's very editorial. Looks very real.
excellent.
And lens?
This lens rarely leaves my camera unless I'm out shooting something the distance. It's my Sony 24-70 millimeter lens on there. I think this was what at about 52 is where I had it.
Yeah.
And to get the dramatic lighting, I took a piece of construction paper from my kids' art stuff and made a little fake snoot for the speed light.
Okay. Why on earth did you use 1/8,000th of a second?
Because it just worked with what was out there. I was changing stuff on I shoot when I don't have the right tether cord for my computer, so I was using the phone as a remote and changing it there. And so sometimes it's easier to crank the dial on the flash than it is to crank it on the camera without either moving it or locking up the weird little app. So
Sure. Really nice. I'm just not sure about the 8,000ths of a second. And ISO 1000, when you have a strobe, it's like. So this speed light was down on minimal power, right?
Yeah, it was I had the exposure set to +1 or something on it. So
yeah, and you're right, the gold reflector is doing nothing.
Yeah, I did some other shots before I was playing with the snoot where I was trying to warm everything up a little bit because there's so many cool colors. But I just didn't move it out of the way. But I'm like, it's in the picture. I should acknowledge that I know it's not doing anything.
Yeah, because your ambient light isn't going to show up, not at 1/8,000th of a second. That is like you could be outside in the sun and there's not going to be any ambient light. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Rob.
Hi, Don.
Hi. Bright colors against black. Nice. Great reflection. The oranges look fantastic because of all your highlights here. They just look great. And the great little highlight here. I just wish you hadn't cropped that off there, because I don't want that cropped off because they're not cropped off, you know?
Okay.
Bring it in a little bit. Cropping the top of the coffee cup, no problem. No problem at all. But I like these cinnamon sticks. This looks really sharp. Is this focus stack by any chance?
No, it's not actually.
So you're down F16. Okay.
F16, yeah.
24 to 70 at 70. Nikon or Canon?
Pentax.
I'm 2 for 2. I'm 2 for 2. Derek and his damn Sony, you and your damn Pentax. You know. All right. When I think of that lens, I only think of Canon and Nikon, but yeah, you're right. 24 to 70 is probably. Do they have one for Sony, Derek?
2470.
Yeah,
They do.
they do.
Yeah.
They have two versions
Yeah.
of it.
That's
That's
what
basic.
I was shooting with.
Yeah,
It's one of their G Masters or something like that.
yeah.
I use a 2875, so I got a Tamron lens I'm shooting with in that range.
That's that middle. That's that middle range. That's the sweet spot for just about everything. It's for me. It's not long enough. I love the 24. I love the 50. The 70 isn't quite there. I wish it was a 24 to 85.
Yeah.
Then I would be really, really much happier, because for me to do a portrait at 70 with that lens, it's just not long enough for a portrait for me, for my style. It's not long enough. But your texture in here looks really great, Rob.
Thank you.
Yeah, lighting is very nice, and the oranges stand out beautifully. And even though the cinnamon sticks are not as bright, I think the fact that you have the mass here does bring that color into play here. And these warm colors against black always look good. Always look good. Look at your lighting. Big.
Yeah.
You're bouncing it off the board
Yeah.
here. Are you bouncing it
Through a scrim.
So there's a
Yeah.
light through the light through the scrim?
Yes,
Okay. Okay. And then the board is just fill.
that's right. And then a little fill on the front to, I needed to brighten the front of the cinnamon sticks.
Yes. Okay. I would have probably told you to take your white card and angle it more that way.
It was.
Oh, okay. Because that's where
Yeah,
your light's
yeah.
coming from. You want as much light on that card as you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Good. And that looks like a Canon. Did it focus easy?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
may not have been a Canon then. That's an inside
Okay.
joke for any of us who own Canons. We all know that joke. Sometimes the Canon just sits there and hunts and hunts and hunts, and you think, why are you doing this? Very good. What lens though, Rob?
24 to 70.
70. Okay.
Pentax makes a 28 to 105, but I don't own one.
It's really a nice shot. Really is a nice feel to it. And this highlight coming up the side, and the fact that you didn't lose the handle back there, that's clean. That's good.
Thank you.
Here we got a lot of color. Judy.
Hi, John.
Hi, Judy. Ooh, shallow depth of field. Pop the color right up front here.
Yeah.
Warm colors all the way through. This is very romantic. This is Christmas card kind of stuff. What are those things, by the way?
They're just cherry tomatoes, those little, yeah, they're a type of cherry tomato, just different colors.
Yeah, well, the color is really, really rich.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Did you do anything specific in post?
Not really. Just a few things in Lightroom. I didn't even take it into Photoshop at all. what I had intended to do it again because I kind of wanted a little bit more light popping off the side of the bowl on that right side.
This side
It's-
here?
Yeah, right here. I wanted just a little bit more, but I wasn't quite sure how to get that. I used ambient light.
Okay,
Late
so use it window light.
That's a north facing window, so all the lights in direct.
I'll tell you exactly how to get it.
How?
So your edge of your frame is here.
Uh-huh.
Just lean a whiteboard right up against that like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
That'll do it. Because
Ah,
we don't
yeah.
have to light this whiteboard up. It's plenty white because this is a shiny bowl.
Uh-huh.
It's
And
gonna
it's
see
got a
it.
little bit of gloss on it, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna see that board instead of right now it's seeing that dark wall and this dark stuff here.
Ah, okay. Okay. Got it.
Very cool.
Thank you.
What camera is that?
It's the Sony A7R3,
Okay.
and the lens is the 24 to 105, and I think I was at 89 millimeters. Yeah.
Okay. And 5.6, that's nice shallow depth. And play these two pine cones back here being out of focus, but still enough in focus that we know that what they are
Yeah.
against that real warm background. It's a nice set.
Thanks.
Another fine Sony camera shot.
Yeah. I love Sony.
I do
I,
too.
I'm a
I'm gonna-
convert.
I was only going to comment that it's another great old baking pan shot. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The beat up, the better.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Burn that food onto it.
Yeah, scrape it off with a spatula to scar it up.
And my wife says, "Put aluminum foil on it." I say, "Honey, you don't understand the long game. Playing a long game here."
That's right. Well, thank you.
Yes, beautiful, Mari. Ooh, wow,
Hello.
gorgeous. Are you a food shooter, Mari?
No, I'm a hobbyist.
You should be.
I'm learning a lot from you.
Look at that shot. That is so pretty.
Thanks.
I gotta see how you lit it because that's all right. Big scrim, big card. Oh, tall card on this side. You see what I'm saying, folks? When I look at it, I go, okay. This is a matte black plate, right?
Yeah,
And we've got all this shine up here with this very soft transition, but it's actually brighter here than it is here. And so we have really, this plate is dancing for our eyes. It's in and out. It's bright and dark, really cool. Then this patch of yellow in the middle is flat. It's just like a painting, flat yellow thing in the middle. It's really, really pretty.
thanks. It's actually a softbox, not a scrim. A big softbox.
Oh, this one is a softbox?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, great. Do you have the second baffle inside?
yes.
Then essentially it's a scrim.
Okay.
Changed my mind. Yeah, no, that's really, really, really pretty. I just think that's a great shot. I think it's dynamic. It's fun. You've got just enough of it's the little things that always get me excited about this stuff. And you've got just enough going on in these spoons down here to make it really interesting. I don't know what those are, but that's very cool. Just
Time.
wispy little things.
Yep. Fresh time.
That's thyme
Uh-huh.
from the song Parsley, Rosemary, and
Exactly.
this is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, 40 years, and I just figured out what the heck they were talking about. Very nice, Mari.
Thank you.
Good shot. Oh, and you hid the crack, right? You
Yeah.
photoshopped it out. Good. Yep. These days it's so easy to do. Oh, I'll share a little tidbit with you. If you ever want to use tile and you want it to look like it's grouted, go to the dollar store and buy cheap toothpaste. Grout it with the toothpaste. When it dries, you take a damp sponge and you can clean it off just like regular grout. But then you can pick it up and scrape it off and put the tiles away rather than actually grouting a table, which we did in the studio. A 4x4 table, we grouted tile onto it. It seemed like a
Oh my.
great idea at the time. I think it weighed about 110 pounds. It took
Yeah.
two of us to pick it up and put it on sawhorses. So not a good idea. The temporary grout is much better.
Yeah, those tiles are heavy too.
Yeah, they
Those
are.
Yeah,
They are.
yeah.
I love the Home Depot people when you walk in and you buy like one tile and they're like, what are you doing? Yeah, I always look at my go, really small bathroom. Really small. Very cool. Love it. And Joe, where is
Hey,
Joe?
Dan.
Hi, Joe. Going with purples. Did you add some purple to the back here?
No,
Blue? No?
nope. That's the color of that backdrop. Kind of a purplish red brick.
And it's a real backdrop or is it one of those plastic ones?
It's cloth.
Cloth. Okay. These things are getting so good you can't tell anymore.
Yeah, this company they don't wrinkle. They're really nice. You just stuff them into a plastic bag and pull them out and there's no wrinkles in them.
Neat. Hard light or two hard lights.
2 hard lights. The softbox on top is just kind of for ambient.
Okay, so this is opening up your shadows.
Yep. And then
Mhm.
there's a bare bulb there with cinefoil to keep the background from getting lit up.
Got it. And then where's the third one?
Then the down front right, there's
Oh,
another
here.
8200 to go across the top of the blueberries and into the muffin.
And you're shooting from here. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And
So
there's
you got one from the front, one from side back, and an ambient over the top.
Yeah.
It's really crisp. Really crisp. On the bread. Get all the little details of the bread. The blueberries look great.
This is 13 stack focus stack.
Yep. I love how you're coming right up this guy, right straight up. That guy is dead center. Everything leads us. Everything on the thing leads us to these.
And then the chair is
lines
kind
up
of cool
here.
because, and then the
That-
chair's curve goes with the muffins.
Yeah.
That kind of work too.
Well, you framed them, the glass berries and the chair. They're kind of nice frame around them. Very good. This highlight, that fill card.
There was a card sitting off on the side that I tried before. I don't know where that came from. It has to be coming off that card. I think if you might even see it in the picture, it was way out to the side. Yeah, I had it out. And then I had that little one. And I was using tried that to light the muffins up better. But I had that white card that's laying against the wall in the back
Over
there.
here?
That was where that little card was, but not for
Okay.
that picture. I don't
Okay.
know where that.
Could it be the silver light stand reflecting it back directly across from it?
This one
And
No,
that's
the other one.
over here?
Yeah.
I don't think so because it's on the
wrong
other side.
side.
It's on the other side. I
I don't know.
really, and this little white card wasn't there, huh?
That wasn't there for that picture. I was trying that earlier.
Well, you do have a hard light shining over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That hard light is going to light that card up.
Yeah.
There's no doubt
Could be.
about it. That's possibly what's
Plus
going
the
be the-
blind,
Could be the
blinds.
lines.
Could be the blinds too.
Could be the blinds, but it looks good all the way through here. That little highlight really works out well. We see it over here too. So it's something from somewhere. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's still set up. I'll have to go look at it.
Hey, Joe, where'd you get the backdrop? What company?
It's called Background Town, I think.
Looks good. I like it.
They have all kinds of designs, and this is it's just what they used to call ultra cloth. It doesn't wrinkle. So I had them print me a huge gray one, just a 18% gray that I use a lot of times in the back. But I have 4 or 5 other ones.
Cool. Thanks.
I like it.
If I can find the link, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Nice set. Terry Ross.
Hello.
Hi, pomegranates are in season, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I haven't seen them at my local store, and they showed up week before last. Looks like you learned how to break them in half the right way.
Yeah, I wanted to do pomegranate because I did one before for a club contest and I butchered it. And I butchered the pomegranate, but I didn't know that. And then I put it on a calendar, and one of the guys I gave the calendar to, he was in pain looking at my pomegranate, so he took it upon himself to teach me how to properly cut a pomegranate. So that's why I had to redo this one.
Well, it's really pretty. And it's very romanticized. It looks like a small window. Although I don't think it is. 24 to 105. Look at this. Oh, you took your scrim and you blocked it off. Look at that. Okay, well, you did it twice. You got flags.
Yeah.
Here, and then you blocked your light to just a little strip light coming through. And this is a black on the other side card. So this is negative bounce. Negative bounce. So you wanted a real moody look, and you got it. You got it good. It's there. You didn't lose that edge. But my fear would be if you went to print it, you would lose that edge. So what I'm going to advise is just that little edge there. I would very carefully and selectively lighten that a tiny bit, just so it pops out from the back. But if we look at it and it looks like you lightened it, you did too much. If you get my drift. We don't want to see it, we want to feel it. This pomegranate over here, right in here, maybe the same thing, but be very careful we don't make that too bright, because there is no motivated light over here to make that light. There's no fill. We don't see anything reflecting here. So we don't want it to look like it's floating from in space and lit from Photoshop. Just bring that up ever so slightly. Really, really pretty.
Thank you.
Did you eat the pomegranate?
I did.
And I think that the last pomegranate I had, after we had the pomegranate, and my wife said, well, let's juice one. So we juiced the pomegranate. And now I know why pomegranate juice costs so much. It must take like 180 pomegranates to make, 12 ounces of juice. I mean, geez. I think we got like 3 tablespoons out of these things. It's ridiculous. Very nice, sir, Terry. Very nice. Good set, too. I really like what you did with your set. You really thought this through. Beautiful. Norm.
Hey, Don.
Hi, Norm. This looks really cool, man.
Thanks.
Just the black gives it no context at all.
Right.
So what we're seeing is the graphics of the square. This graphic here, and then within each square, you have this little tableau of design and color.
Yeah, that's kind of what I had in mind. And then just to balance it out, I threw those on top. I wasn't sure about that, but without them, there was a lot of orange and yellow.
Okay.
So I thought maybe that would give us some balance. I'm not sure if it was a good idea.
I think it did. You got red up here and you got red down here.
Yeah.
You got green here and you got green here. This yellow got a little bit of green in it. The yellow is kind of by itself, but yellow and or red make orange. So everything works very well here. I imagine you can mix and match this stuff as well.
Yeah, I had several different arrangements that I played around with. These things like to fall over though, but so every composition was a little different.
How deep is this box? Probably like 6 inches.
Oh no, not that much, maybe a couple inches.
Oh, okay. Hence
Yeah,
the
it was
falling over.
the drawer or something from a sewing kit or something. And it was little compartments for threads or fabrics or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, it's fun to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I went for the colors, and these are really misshapen peppers and stuff. So I thought they would be fun to showcase them somehow.
Yeah, this one's this little green pepper up there is a kind of a mess. The bell pepper is got all miscolorings on it. This one's all beat up
these are-
down the side. Yeah, that's cool.
These were grosser discards. So
It is interesting that in our modern times we throw food away because it doesn't look good. It's like, what is it? Apples are all polished and waxed before they go. And there's something that is they change the color of it actually, and I can't remember what it is. Well, eggs they bleach eggs because eggs are not all pure white like that. I like it.
Yeah.
Big softbox to the lead or side or big scrim.
the strip, it's on the left is a white card.
Oh, okay. So this is your
It's a strip box with a grid. And of course, I had to pull it a little bit out front to get the light into the box. So
right.
it's a little bit front lit. But it's more like skimming across the front rather than.
Yeah. And you've got your white card all in the front, it looks like.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Right. The right place for it.
Yeah, I was really trying to get those pieces on the top a little bit brighter because they were, without the white card, they were almost in the dark.
Because you can take this white card and angle it this way,
Yeah, yeah.
Angle of incidence, angle reflection. And then up here, just take a boom and hang a white card right down like this.
Yeah,
Right
I
on.
might have been hand holding a white card over this when I took it. I don't remember now. But I remember trying that, but I'm not sure which shots.
Well, let's go see if there's a highlight on the top. I don't think you did on this one because we would see a highlight there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it still works though.
Yep.
Still works.
Thanks.
42.
Yeah, the lens is basically the Olympus version of the 24 to 70 or
yeah.
whatever, but it's.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Thank you. It's fun.
Yeah. Michael, nice set. See your shot. That's a nice set.
I had so much stuff there I could barely put the honey down on the spoon.
That's just lovely. That's honey.
That's honey.
And the honey with the color of bees.
I just thought the splash of yellow would look good. So
yeah, it does look good. I really like the shot. The little black border really works well on this. Just it's so bright. It just holds us back. We can't escape the shot. And of course, it's centered. That looks good. Your spoon looks great. The plate looks great. Yeah, really liking that.
yeah, I have a
3 lights.
let's see, let me look at that. I think it's, yeah, it's 3 lights. You got the overhead and then you got the 2 coming in from the backside.
Do you remember what the ratio was? How much brighter or not bright they were compared? Okay, I can see a double shadow down here, but it's also not a dark shadow. That's your ambient light bringing up the shadow, right?
No, it's probably not ambient because I think I shot it 1/250. Look on the.
When I say ambient, I mean your softbox.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Softbox is
Yeah,
clear.
it's. I didn't actually look at the ratio. I just looked for the effect.
Okay.
I believe they were both at 1/120 in the back,
Okay.
but they're also pretty close. So, and if I without them, what I was having a problem with, the one on the camera right in the back was just to illuminate the backside of the honey. The one on the left was to pick up the plate because it was trying to go gray, and also to get more on the handle of the spoon.
Okay. I think
So
that's fine, but your one back here still threw a shadow.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, still threw a shadow. I would take that shadow out. Take that shadow out.
Okay, that's easy to
Just,
do.
yeah, just go for that little bit darker shadow, and that like this one coming around like this. Yeah, very cool.
And another Sony shot.
All right. What lens?
That is a 90mm macro.
Okay.
Now this was shot with the crop mode in the camera on, so it's actually shot at 135.
Okay. I just want to impress this fact on everyone. Whenever you're shooting for the web, you need every one of those 61 megapixels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so you can make it load real slow, right?
Yeah. I mean, the fact that you're going to throw about 98% of those away should not enter the equation. You got them, by God, and you keep them. You own them.
When I need them. That's like driving a V8 when you're just going down the block,
Yep.
I've been jonesing for that new A7R5 that they just came out with.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm the same way about the Z9.
Yes.
It's
Wow.
the first camera in a long time that I thought I really want that camera. But you know what I did? I took my pad of paper and I looked at the specs it has and I looked at what I do. I need that thing like a hole in the head. I don't shoot sports. I mean, I think it would be fun to be able to push the button and get 120 full res images, but it would just end up being my granddaughter blowing bubbles or something. I don't do that kind of photography. So I kind of talked myself into a more sensible position.
But you could.
Huh?
But you could.
But I could. I know. That's how they're called. Shut up, Derek. Jeez.
Then you got more storage space.
Yeah, I'd have to buy a whole mother drive just to.
What's the point of that rocking computer you just got?
How many of you guys are shooting an iPhone 13?
That's me.
Okay. Have you shot on the Adobe, the Apple ProRes?
No.
Yet?
No.
In your format, you have HEIC, which is JPEG.
Yeah.
And you have Adobe Pro Raw. The JPEG's about 2 megabyte file, right? The Pro Raw is 45 megabytes.
Oh.
Holy mackerel. Just do one. When you open it, it opens it'll either you can import it into Lightroom, or if you double click it, it goes to Camera Raw because it is a raw file. I've never seen, that the quality is off the chart. It really is. But how many of those can you shoot on vacation before your camera's full?
It's in settings, you say?
Yeah. You have your camera setting up?
Yeah.
Okay. You got your camera up. Look up at the top.
Yep. All I see is my flash and live. I got a little arrow that
Okay, go to your go to camera on your settings.
okay. Hold
Go
on.
to camera.
Go to settings and then camera.
Yeah, and at the top one it says formats, right?
Okay.
Click formats, and you got Apple Pro RAW as the second one down. You probably have high efficiency clicked.
Still looking for camera here. Hold on.
You gotta scroll down a bit.
There it is.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry,
that's,
it's not 45 megabytes, it's 25 megabytes. You
and
click
I
on
know
that.
that's available on my older 12 Pro, so you don't have to have the 13 for that one.
Oh,
I don't
I did not know that. I didn't have a 12. I went right from the.
So you're saying that it's under formats that I'm
Yeah.
looking at?
Yeah.
Okay, format.
Like that,
Got high efficiency on right now.
right?
Oh, there's Apple Pro RAW. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then
Man,
Apple
oh man.
ProRes.
Yeah, the ProRes is for video. That is a huge. It's like, I don't know, 160 megabytes a minute or something. It's just
Right.
freaking ridiculous. Anyway, those of you who have it, it's really, really fun. So if you're out somewhere and you really want to make something special, flip into that format. Once you have it on, it should give you on your camera a little thing at the top that'll say JPEG or RAW, and you can click it.
I'll
Right.
tell you, I love the way an iPhone does skies. I've taken some great sky shots. You pull over and man, for backgrounds and skies, it is insane how good a job it does for sky replacements.
Lauren, is this a bowl of chili pepper?
Hi Don, it's me, Ilona. It's mine.
Oh, Alona, I'm sorry. I looked at Lauren. Anyway, okay, is this a bowl of chili powder?
It's a little tiny side dish, probably like an inch and a half, 2 inches big, filled with, yes, pepper flakes and little tiny pepper that's dried up.
Wow. So are these the hot ones?
I don't know. I did not try.
If you don't know, don't try, because some
No,
of
I'm
these
not.
are really, really hot.
In that quantity, they'll be hot.
Yeah. I like your color. I like your the color of this popping out. I would probably add a little deeper gradient. See how nice and bright it is up here?
Mm-hmm.
Right up here. I keep clicking on it. There we go. Nice and bright. I would take this back here and right about here, back. I would lower it just maybe a quarter stop, maybe a half stop at max. We don't want it to go dark. We just want it to feel darker. Okay.
Okay.
That will pop this rim of this blue out of the background really, really well. This looks great in here. The texture looks really good. The bowl looks really good. You're out of focus up here.
Right.
It's a slim depth of field. Let's see what you shot this. What your settings were here. 5.6. Okay,
Yes.
I probably would have said, Alona, for that shot, let's go to 11
Okay.
at a 15th of a second.
Okay. 15th of a second.
Or
Okay.
10th or whatever the modern cameras. My brain still works on analog brain, and you think it'd be gone by now, but it's not.
Yeah, I've struggled a little bit. I had to borrow a camera and it's crop sensor. So I went from D750 to 3100 and it was a lot of error and kind of learning curve.
Yeah.
I've been
You have to stop
frustrated.
down at least 1.5 stops more for the same depth of field. Because
Okay.
you're pushing that lens out.
Yeah, I stocked 4 different photos to get this image.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So this is focus stacked in here. just did not get it up front. And I think we need it up front, if you can do it again. I think we
Mhm.
need it up front because of the white, the little pattern that we
Okay.
have becomes so prominent up front. There, it's so prominent. And being out of focus, it's really big and out of focus. If this was out of focus, it really wouldn't matter that much because it's small.
Mm-hmm.
But this big rim here that's a bit of a problem. Doesn't take away from the fact that it's a very nice shot.
Okay.
Look at your lighting. Lighting is pure daylight, huh?
Yes.
And gold card.
Yes, because I wanted the flakes and the pepper to be a little bit warmer, and then I went in Photoshop and made the background cooler to just give it a little
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can see the great highlights in the pepper here.
Yeah, because otherwise it was way too yellow, everything, and it just did not look good.
All right, very good. That is really small too, isn't it?
Yeah, it was tiny.
If those are the same things that they give you to put on your pizza,
Yes.
they'll light you right up. They're pretty spicy. Very nice, Alona. Thank you.
Thank you.
Carl. Where's Carl?
Hi, Don. How's it going?
There you are. Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
I like your soft look here.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
That's cool. It's like I think we're going through water, but it's like a little bit of mist or haze. Nice.
What it was, I think the water got kind of dirt. It was like cloudy at that point because I had done a lot of other foods before this. So yeah, the water was hazy.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's more romanticized.
Yeah, I was trying to like a different. It's funny. This was like the assignment with color, but I was doing all monochromatic. Like I was doing blueberries, and then I was turning it blue in Photoshop for the background because the background was white, so I could kind of turn it any color I wanted. So then I was doing that for everyone, and then I got to the oranges, and I was like, it doesn't work because it's two colors because I had the stem, so I just kept it true to life pretty much for the colors. I mean, it's a little bit warmer than it really was, but
okay.
Other
Yeah,
than that, I was just showing off the color, how it actually
warm
looked.
cast to the back.
Yeah, it's a little bit warm.
Yeah, I do like it. I like the pastel approach to it.
Yeah, it's a good word for it.
And this is now are these a single shot?
Yeah, it's one shot.
Dropped them both?
Yeah, most of the time I was dropping one, and then finally I was trying to drop three, and that was too many, so then I went to two. So two worked out pretty well, I thought.
Yeah. A nice highlight over here. I like the separation of the leaves there because of the light. And over here, this is really pretty. The way the light comes around these corners, these curves. All right, just one big, what is this? What's going on here?
So that was I had a white card, and then it was a speed light just bouncing straight into the white card. There's no space in between. It was actually just holding up the white card with the speed light.
So it's just a real powerful, tiny little pop.
Yeah. I was using only the umbrella for a long time, and then I was like, I wanted it a little bit more I don't know, it wasn't giving me the look I wanted. So the white card, I think you could see it kind of filled in on the leaves on the left.
I see it here.
Yeah, I thought it made it just look a lot better somehow.
This is not your umbrella. It's the wrong angles. That's the little card.
Yeah, it just made it. Yeah, I guess to give it more definition, you could say.
Yeah. Very good. You splashed other food and got the water dirty, huh?
Yeah. So this was actually the next day because I forgot to do the background photo. So I just like reset it up. So the water is really clean there, but for that actual photo, it wasn't so clean.
I'm always curious. You see, setting this shot up is easy. You put an aquarium there and you just like stick a hose in it, right?
I did it the hard way. I was using like buckets of water. Oh, what?
How did you take it down? Because you can't pick it up and take it outside and pour it out.
Yeah, no, I had to scoop out the water it took forever. It took a long time to scoop out the water and then move it.
Yeah.
But also The other thing that's hard about this is if anybody else copies this, I would say get like the tallest aquarium you possibly can, because a lot of it I was like wiping down the front after every splash, because otherwise I'd get all this like you could see the water droplets in a lot of the photos. So I was like being careful to like wash it off with a rag after like a couple of shots.
Yep, you have to wash off the inside and the outside every time.
Yeah, plus the bubbles
Yeah.
too. Do you think a squeegee would be good? Because I actually want to keep doing this with like different things, but
Yeah, you could. Yeah, squeegee would work.
yeah, to get rid of the bubbles on the inside.
Yeah, you could do it on the inside as well. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. It's going to half in the water, half out, right? You'll still
Yeah.
squeegee the top part dry, and then just buff it a little bit with a rag.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. Thanks, Don.
Yeah. Julie, bright sunlight.
Yeah, it's direct, it's natural light without a scrim. The picture shows a scrim, but it wasn't there.
Okay, so you were just letting the window light come in flat
Yes.
out. Okay. I love that kind of lighting.
Yeah, I just wanted to try it.
Now this is shot at a different angle too, because this looks like you're shooting over, or is this just you move the camera out of the way?
Well, this is a setup from another picture, but I used the window light, so I didn't take a picture when I was doing the other one.
Oh, okay. So you just did a lay flat right here.
Right. Yeah, I just put down the paper and then put the blueberries down.
All right. And what are you shooting at? Do you remember?
What were the things? Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't write
My-
that, but I wrote it down.
My brain says this is out of focus, but I don't think it can be. That one doesn't look out of focus, but that one does. And that doesn't make sense to me at all. So yeah, I feel like that one looks soft and that one looks like brutally sharp.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I wrote it down, but it was a 90 macro, and I think it was F10.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense on that. Pull that file up, Julie, and pixel peep and see if it is indeed sharp. If it's not, there may be an issue with the camera. You better find out now. Does anybody else think I'm crazy, or are you seeing it?
So where are you saying it's not in focus?
Here.
On the
Here.
Yeah, I see it the same way. I see it the way you're seeing it.
The top three do look a little out of focus on the backside of the berries.
Yeah.
Also, the shadows look a little fuzzy on the edges.
Yeah, they do.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The only thing were you at a slight angle, Julie?
You mean was I directly over a slight angle?
Yeah. I mean, were you directly over the top, or were you more like?
Yeah, I think I had this. I had a tripod with the arm going out and then having the.
Yeah, I'd do that and test another shot, because there might be an issue with focus. That should not happen when you're at F. You said F13.
F10, I think.
If you're at F10, that should be
F10.
pretty much brutally in focus, like these are. These are real sharp.
Yeah.
How far away were you from your lens or your sensor?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I had the camera over the berries and I was looking into the lens, so I'm just above it.
Yeah, I mean, because I know I shoot it. Is that a 90? You said?
Yeah.
I shoot at 90, and I have to use a depth of field calculator because, man, when I'm shooting close, I have to shoot very high, like 16 or 11 or up to 22. Otherwise, I have a hard time with that back edge. It'll fog out like that.
Yeah, I might need a longer. I mean, yeah. More depth of field, right?
Yeah, very nice though. I like your
Thank you.
idea. I like your idea a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, and that's the last shot.
Yeah, I just put it in like an hour ago.
Okay. Well, is there anything else that anybody wants to ask or chat about? We're going to do another one of these in January.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about doing portraits, but it was made I was made aware of the fact that in the rest of the country it's like snowing and stuff.
New
which
York
might make
has
it-
4 feet of snow.
Oh my. So that might make it a little challenging to do portraiture. So we're going to move it to still life. Real still life, not food, not product, still life. Kind of fine art still life. So watch for that. That'll be announced and the dates and everything will be announced in the next by the end of the week, which is tomorrow. So sometime tomorrow I'll announce that and the dates, and we'll do it again. I'll have a lot of fun. And I thank each and every one of you for coming along. I love doing these things, and I love to see the work that gets done. It's fun.
Oh, I definitely enjoy it. So thanks, Don.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
thanks,
so much,
Don.
Don.
Thank you,
It was
Don.
wonderful.
Yeah, I
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
Enjoy it,
Yeah.
Don.
Yeah,
Thanks, Dan.
yeah, it's really great to have you here. And check out Project 52 if it's something you think you might be interested in. We will start enrolling the first week of January, and we have some people here who've gone through it. Derek's gone through it. Julie's gone through it. Joe Costantino's gone through it. It's really fun. Nobody else does. Oh, Mike's gone through it. No one else teaches like I teach because it's all live critiques. No videos that you simply watch and try to go and learn. So anyway, that's my commercial. Everybody have a great one. Have a great Thanksgiving.
You too.
Yeah, I will be eating vegetables because I'm not eating any. I got a real slim diet here before Christmas, but it'll be good vegetables. There'll be good vegetables, and I was told that some of the vegetables identify as turkey, and so I think I think I'm covered there. Everybody, good night. We'll see you next time.
Later,
Thank
Don.
Thanks, Don.
Thanks a bunch, guys. Beautiful work.